What's up guys? In today's video I'm going to teach you and I'm going to show you how to create a trading bot with artificial intelligence. So yeah, this is going to be the last video and here we are going to implement everything, but just think about what we are going to do. Like we are going to do actually a trading bot with artificial intelligence. For how much can you sell all this? Like this knowledge is valuable. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video and I hope you get everything. So yeah, to start, first of all, let me show you that here in my GitHub you have everything. So you come here to Coba 1 AI trading bot. And here you have all the code that we've done. So here you come to bot and now I'm going to implement this, the orders file. Here, the artificial intelligence is going to be the one deciding when to open a position or when to not. So yeah, we are going to do that. So, what is the first thing that we have to do? First of all, for example, come to the Visual Studio Code, and here we have to do several things. So, first of all, here in the bot file, do you remember that we were using threads? We have to create a new one, and this one is going to be the thread orders AI. So here it receives itself and it's basically the same as it was here. So we can take all this and we can paste it here. So we are creating a thread. The target, we have to define that. Let's leave this with an ellipsis, and the arguments, we have to define them as well. So now we start the thread in the list and here we started. So here we can put thread AI orders launched. Perfect. So now that we have this, we also need to add this function in the start method. So here we're going to put self thread orders AI. And that's it. We finished in this file. So the next thing that we have to do is to create the orders file. So here we are going to put the following. Let's create a file called orders.py. And here, first of all, we need to import the MetaTrader 5 library. Import MetaTrader 5 as MT5. Perfect. So yeah, another thing is that now we need to load this model, the model that we created in the first video. So you may have another name. I recommend you creating a variable in which we are going to put the name of the model. So here we're going to put AI file, and the name is going to be, in my case, nmodel.pkl. Perfect. And now we need to create the logic for the bot. So how do we do this? First of all, we need to define the function that is going to be called by the bot. This one that we created here. Well, indeed, we haven't created already, but we have to define this. So in order to do this, what we are going to do is that we are going to say, okay, def, and for example, let's call it in the same way, orders AI, and we are going to need, first of all, the stop event to stop the thread when it's needed, then the data, and then the trading data. This is the information. This is the market, the lotage, and all that. So, okay. Now, we need to declare some variables, and the first one is last operation time, because remember that we need to have some time between operations. So this is going to help us having that. Perfect. Then let's leave this to 0, and then we are going to save also a variable epoch in which we are going to have a date, and this date is just simply going to be very useful. So let's import this date time. Let's import date time. Perfect. And here we are going to put date time, and we need to create a date time. So for example, 97011. Here we're going to put a 0, 0, and 0. Perfect. So what else? We need several things. We need, for example, if the operation is open. We need to know that. So we are going to declare a boolean variable, and at the beginning is going to be false. And yeah, also we need a variable to store the result of the calls to the MetaTrader 5 library, because we are going to use this library to open and close operations. So yeah, because if you remember, how did the bot work? So there's a boom, and then the artificial intelligence decides to open or not an operation, and we wait for 2 candles, and once those candles have passed, we close the operation. That's how it worked. So okay, now we are ready to do the cool stuff. First of all, we need to load the artificial intelligence. How? Do you remember that I told you that it is as simple as opening the file? Let's open the AI file, and we are going to open it in the read binary mode as F, perfect. And yeah, here we are going to call the pickle load function. So let me do something here which is importing pickle, perfect, and it's pickle load, and we need to send the file. So here now in this NN variable we have the neural network. What else do we need? We need to wait until the data is loaded, because we need to send something to the RSI, well, to the neural network. So how do we do this? We can create you can do a lot of things, but we are going to wait until the data is loaded actively. This means that this thread is going to be running all the time, waiting until that. You could do it in a better way, with signals, with a semaphore, but yeah, I'm going to keep it simple. So let's put here data RSI std. If this is none, it means that we don't have anything. Simply pass, don't do anything. Perfect. So now let's put a print to see if the things are going fine. So we are going to put here an info, and we are going to say orders running. Perfect. And now we have to create the main loop of this thread. So here we have to say if, well, while the stop event is not set, while not stop event is set. Remember that once this is set, we are going to stop, we are going to go out. We are going to first take the current time. Our time is going to be equal to, okay, let's take the date time from now. So this is date time now, and now we are going to subtract the epoch date that we have here, EP. So this returns an object of type datetime, and we can call the function total seconds, like this. And this will return a float number, and we don't want a float, we want an integer. So here we are going to cast everything to int. Perfect, so we have now the current time, and now the super cool stuff. We have to predict with the neural network if we have to open or not a position. So here we are going to put, okay, NN neural network predict. So we put here predict, and this receives a matrix. So what I mean with this is that now you are just simply going to send one row, one data, which is one boom. In the previous case in which we were training, we were sending loads and loads of rows. But now we are not going to do that, only one. But anyways, you have to create a matrix. So here you have to first declare a list, and now it's a list with just one element, but that's what we want. So here we are going to send the last data that we have, the RSI std data that we received. Perfect. So here we put a 0 because this function also returns a list of values. So for each row that you send, you have a result. So we are going to take the first one, which is the only one that we are going to have. And yeah, perfect. So the neural network returns a number. So if this number is bigger or equal than 0, which is 0.5, sorry, we are going to say that, hey, the neural network is saying, go for it. Open the position. So, okay, perfect. But, okay, if the neural network says open the position and there is not another position opened, we are going to do the following. And not operation open, this is how we express that, perfect. We are going to open a position, but we need to set some other conditions. So first of all, we need that enough time has passed. So here we need to say that the current time is bigger than the, okay, we take the last operation time plus the period, because remember, 2 candles. We need to wait 2 candles. So how much time is there in a candle? We have this in the trading data. We have here, let's put time period. And remember that here in this class, we were taking this, and these are seconds. So this is why this was very useful. So now we have this in seconds, and we need to multiply this by 2, because these are the candles that we need to wait. Perfect. So now we need to put the logic for opening a position, but first of all, since we are going to open an operation, the time of the last operation is the current time. Perfect. And now we also have an operation opened. So here we are going to put true. And here we would open the position. So we are going to say that the result is equal to a function that we are going to create now. Open position. And here we need to send the market. So trading data, we will put here the market and the lotage. Trading data, lotage. Perfect. But before creating this function, we are going to put the logic for closing operation, because for closing an operation, these 2 functions, open position and close positions, are going to be very similar. So perfect. What is the logic behind closing a position? First of all, is there an operation opened? Let's put operation open. If operation open, this is true. Okay, and enough time has passed, we can take this, copy this, paste it, and this, yeah, perfect. We are going to put operation open false, because we are going to close it. And here we are going to put close position, and we need to send actually the same data, but we need to send the result. We need to send here the result. So perfect. And now let's define these 2 functions. So the first one, let's define the open position function. And here, let's put, okay, def open position, and we receive first the market, and then we receive the lotage. Perfect. So how do we do this function? It's truly very simple. But indeed, let's do something. If you come here to Google and you come here to MT5 order send Python, you have a great example in the documentation on how to use this. And it's truly very simple. So we can actually take the code, and it's simply taking, for example, from here to here. Let's say that we just want to take all this. Perfect. And it's just simply this. So we are going to put all this. Let's put it, let's do the indentation right. And yeah, for example, here we are defining the lotage. We don't need this variable. Here it's asking for the symbol, but this is basically the market that we have. So here we are going to put market. So let's put here market, perfect. Here as well, market. And here it's asking for the lotage. We are going to put here lotage. And okay, we have the point. This is the value of each point in the market. This is the value of the price, the ask. Since we are going to open a sell, we should take the bid. And yeah, perfect. So we don't need the stop loss and the take profit. This is fine. We can take them out. And this order type operation is order type sell. Perfect. And I think we don't need something else. Here, this is very important. There are a lot of types of order filling. This depends on your broker. Since I'm going to use I think it's the read. This one works with this. So I'm going to use this one. But if it doesn't work for you, try another one. So, okay, perfect. We have that. Now we are sending the position here. And here we are printing some things. So here, for example, market. And here, lotage. Perfect. So the point is not being used because we are not using a stop loss, so we can take that. And now we need to define the close operation. So here we can put def close position. And indeed, we need the result. So here, this result must be returned. So we are going to put here return result, perfect. And what do we need here? We need exactly the same, the market and the lot edge. But we also need the result of the previous operation. Why? Because here in the result there is a lot of information. So the first thing that we need to get is the deal. So we are going to put here deal is going to be equal MT5 history deals get. And now it is asking us, okay, which is going to be the ticket of this deal? You can basically use the result object and say, hey, result, and say, okay, result deal is like this. Perfect. And now for the position, you put here position is like this, MT5 position, well, positions get. And here it is asking again for a ticket, but for this ticket you need the deal. So here we are going to put deal position ID. Perfect. And this returns a list, so we are going to take the first one. And yeah, we have that. So now we need to create a very similar dictionary to the one that we have here. So here we can put request. Instead of request, let's put close order. And the action is going to be the same. Symbol, we don't need it. Volume, we don't need it. Type is going to be, since we opened a cell, we need to put here a buy. Perfect. The price, we can use the library. We can put MT5 symbol info tick to get the tick, and here we send the market. Perfect. And since we want the ask now to close the operation, the cell, so we are going to put here the cell. We don't need a deviation, we don't need the magic, we don't need a comment, we don't need any of this stuff, but we need the, oh wow, I deleted things that we need. So for example, we need the symbol, so we are going to put here position, and here we have a symbol value, and here we need the volume, and here we need the position, volume, and finally we need the ticket, and this is going to be called position. So we are going to put here position ticket. And okay, we have all this. The only thing we need is to send the close order. So the result is going to be equal to MT5 order send, and we send the close order, and we return the result. And indeed, I think we have finished. So yeah guys, now to test it, what you have to do is to simply, let's put, well, let's open first MetaTrader 5, perfect. And yeah, we have almost finished. Like, you have created an artificial intelligence that trades, and that's super cool. So Python, let's put here main.py. Let's see if there is any mistake. Okay, there's a mistake. I forgot, I always forget. And here, do you remember in the bot that we put the ellipsis? Here we need to set a target. So first of all, we need to import orders. We have it here, perfect. And we need to say orders dot thread orders AI, and the arguments are the following. So the first one, it was the stop event, the PL to kill. Then the data. So here we have the data. And finally the trading data, which was the information. Perfect. So let's stop the bot. We can put this, the AI client, remember, and indeed, let's close this. Indeed, let's change one thing, because if you remember, we were testing some things and the condition here was changed. Now is okay, the condition, so that's good. But yeah, you have to check that out, that this condition is fine. So now it's the same as always. You put this to execute, okay, no errors. and now you put this to execute AI client. So here you press accept, and now until there is a boom, like we need to wait until a boom, but this will send some data. So yeah guys, we have finished. Here we are connected, and look, everything is working fine. So yeah guys, we have actually finished this playlist, this series of videos, and just check this out. You have created an artificial intelligence and a trading bot that uses artificial intelligence to trade, to do this. It's truly crazy. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed this and I don't know, you value this knowledge, give it a like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one.